have to get up to get my food in a few minutes, but we'll get some of this done. Let's see here. Where was I? I went through the network model, so it's time to do the relational model. Let's quickly look at this. That's right, there's a similar debate to SQL versus NoSQL as there was in relational versus network model. All right. My contrast was to lay out all the data in the open relation table. It's simply a collection of tuples rows, and that's it. So no labyrinth nested structures, no complicated access paths to follow if you want to look at the data. You could read any or all the rows in a table, selecting those that match an arbitrary condition. You can read a particular row by designating some columns as a key. I'm matching on those. You can insert a new row. Yeah. In a relational database, query optimizer automatically decides which parts of the query to execute in which order and which indexes to use. Those choices are effectively the access path. But the big difference is that they're made automatically by the query optimizer, not by the application developer, so we really need to think about them. If you do This is cool. But a key insight of the relational model was this. You only need to build a query optimizer once, and then all applications that use the database can benefit from it. If you don't have a query optimizer, it's easier to hard code the access path for a particular query than to write a general purpose optimizer, but the general purpose solution wins in the long run. So oops. So I think this is 4, yeah. And now this one will be 3. Yeah, okay, so that's like the flashcard. So which data model leads to simpler application code? It depends, right? Hmm. Hmm. Oh, I knew it was too good to be true, dude. These freaking delivery apps. Yeah, it'll be there in 20 minutes. New estimate 45 minutes from now. Every time, bro. Every time. It's not possible to say in general which data model leads to simpler application code. It depends On the kinds of relationships that exist between data items. For highly interconnected data, the document model is awkward, the relational model is acceptable, the graph models are the most natural. I'm just going to say every time. Most document databases and the JSON support in relational databases do not enforce any schema on the data in documents. XML support in relational databases usually comes with optional schema validation, and the schema means that arbitrary keys and values can be added to the document when reading. Clients have no guarantees as to what fields the document may contain. Schema lists, but that's misleading as the code that reads the data usually assumes some kind of structure. Schema on read. Schema on read. Hmm. I don't know if there's anything to really write about this. Mm. see that? There's a typo somewhere. False card. Nice. No. There we go. 7 minutes. All right, let's get these two things down. So, Bro, the time just keeps getting pushed back. Oh, this guy's just sitting. What? God, I hate ordering food, dude. that's so annoying. I'll be back. Pause, 7 minutes left. Okay, 7 more minutes. Instead of going through declarative queries on the web, I added some flashcards today, so there must be some to review, right? I have 12 do cards and then 5 new ones, you know? A failure is when the system no longer can service users' requests. Stop servicing users. That was good, you know? So now throughput is the amount of something over time the amount of actions it can take. I can't remember the words here. Records we can process per second, or the total time. This second part's, I think, key. The total time it takes to run a job on a data set of a certain size. Scalability, the ability of a system to handle increased load. Handle, cope, I think that's good. What are the key characteristics of relational models? Schemas, foreign keys, joins, and data normalization. Oh. Structured data with schemas, tables, and foreign keys. I got that. SQL for querying, declarative language. Enforces normalization and strong consistency. I got the normalization part there. And then decades of tooling, and we'll say that was hard because I didn't get 2 of those. What is a data model and why is it important? Who is your daddy and what does he do? What is the data model? And why is it important? It dictates how we think and therefore solve problems that we face. Influencing design, maintainability, and performance. I'm going to keep that as hard. What are the advantages of the document model? Schemaless. Flexible schema, I should say. Schemaless isn't actually a benefit unless you need flexible schema. So flexible schema. Data locality, although with some caveats that we've learned. Allows nested structure. Useful when one document corresponds to one object entity. So that was hard. What are the downsides of imperative queries embedded in application code? Hard to maintain. They're slower because we have to fetch data multiple times probably, and then harder to maintain. Error prone, hard to optimize, slower. I said that. Tightly couples business logic and data access logic, okay, and then more error prone. So this one was hard. What is the trade-off between normalization and denormalization? So normalization means there's the data is more consistent, therefore we can do more with it. It's reliable, so we can like perform searches or pre-fill forms or prevent typos. Oh, and quickly update since everything's referencing a single field. Denormalization means much easier read access. That's all I can think of. Data locale. The query is going to be faster because you don't need to join. Read performance and increases redundancy. We'll say that one was good. Duplication in data models refers to human relevant information being stored multiple times. That's good. What is the benefit of a declarative query language like SQL? A declarative language like SQL says what you want, but not how to get it. This means you can abstract the implementation details away from the user and automatically optimize the accessing of data, the read. How to get it, which simplifies logic and allows the database engine to optimize it. This one was good. It's the first time I saw it. We'll leave it as good. What is the graph data model best suited for? Social networks, recommendation engines, network topologies. We'll say that one's good. How does a graph model represent data? It has edges, relationships, and nodes, data. Entities. Okay. A declarative language is like SQL, and it tells you what to get but not how to get it. Okay. Shredding is taking a document and breaking it down into multiple tables. Yeah. Schema on write is what we would imagine a SQL or a relational table to be. It's predefined. So when the data goes in, we already know the structure. An imperative language is like JavaScript. Probably not JavaScript. It's like a programming language where we give the computer a set of instructions to perform in a specific order. Yeah. Schema on read is like a document model where we don't know exactly what we're getting until we read the document when the data's read. And that's it. Nice. That's a good day.